You guys, we have neighbor drama. I'm gonna censor this. I have no words. I'll admit it, I have been influenced. I'm into that. Update that no one asked for. I'm gonna be so honest, it hasn't quite hit for me yet. I found it. I think it's cute. Oh my god. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another vlog. Morning for me and my comb over. I am doing a fun little 2006 inspired video, so I gave myself a swoop. I'm gonna need some hairspray for this, but this is so funny. The way I used to, I'm literally not exaggerating, have this much of my forehead showing at all times is insane. I think I need like a bobby pin. But anyways, good morning. It's just like, what, 9 a.m. now? Oh no, it's now 10 a.m. Great, perfect. I've been on the phone with my doctor's health insurance company. You know how it goes. You know how it goes. I've been on the phone all morning. I'm still trying to figure out the same issue that I mentioned in the last vlog. We'll hopefully get some answers now that I have like a health, what is she called? A health advocate or something like that through my health insurance. Oh, the landscaper just got here. Perfect. It's fine. We're rolling with it. That's what we have to do. Like, honestly, even the last couple of days, I have just been a hot mess. I've been in so much excruciating pain from my period that I have just laid in bed and done nothing. And this morning I woke up and I said, okay, well, whatever that was. Moving on, and then you just keep it pushing. So that's what we're doing today. I'm just doing some little braids. I cannot get over this hair. It's not that bad, but it's just it's kind of bad. You know what I mean? I don't mind a little side part from time to time, but I think it's just the extremely aggressive one where I'm like, well, we're doing our best. Anyways, let's just take a moment of zen, shall we? There we go. I'm gonna brush my teeth, I'm gonna put my lippy on, I'm gonna put in my earrings, I'm gonna do my thing, I'm gonna film my fun little video, and then we will get on with the rest of our day and everything's gonna be fine. Except maybe not this hair. You guys, I have no words. I have no words. This is hilarious. You guys will have to make sure to check out my main channel if you want to watch this. But yeah, I mean, hysterical. I'm so glad I did this. All right, it's much later now. It's like almost noon. I am finished with my filming for now. And I'm gonna have a little snack. I'm trying to decide what to have. I have the other one of these. These are just like chicken breast bites from Trader Joe's that has a honey mustard dipping sauce because it's like a tiny little snack. And then I'm gonna have a kiwi, my daily kiwi, you know. I've mentioned this so many times before, but this was actually the advice of a GI doctor that I follow online, which is that if you struggle with constipation, let's be honest, if you have like IBS-C or SIBO, the methane one I think, have a kiwi per day. It really helps. I'm trying to find like the softest one to eat that one first. I prefer golden kiwis, but I like any kiwi, and some people eat the skin. Sometimes I do. Whoa, sorry. But most of the time I don't. I just eat it with a spoon, like a little snack. So I just cut it right down the middle. Look at her. She's a beaut. Then I just take my spoon and you can scoop it like this. Like, it's so much softer than a regular kiwi. It's one of my favorite fruits. All right, so the last time I had this, it was okay. I don't know if I'd go out of my way to get it again, but like, it was fine. And I love honey mustard. And it comes with like a little fork, and then you can just dip it in the sauce. I don't really mind it. I think the sauce makes it pretty good. I gotta have something a little crunchy, so actually I don't have that many pretzels left, so I'm gonna get some of those. Kiwi juice on my hand. Ew. Honestly, this is pretty elite snack. Quite balanced. This way you got some fiber, got some protein, some carbs, and sometimes I just get so sick of like the idea of a protein bar. But here I am eating cold chicken. Like, that's what I've resorted to, I guess. So to each their own, I suppose. I don't know if I'd like go out of my way to get these again, but they're honestly fine. The honey mustard's great. Okay. All right, you know what? I'll admit it. I have been influenced, okay? I have been deeply influenced and I can't take it anymore, and I need a little dopamine hit and I need a little joy, and I'm gonna go to the grocery store and I'm gonna try out this viral recipe that I've seen people try. I don't even like using the word viral anymore because it's like, it's lost its power. Like everyone calls everything the viral whatever, but I have quite literally been influenced to the point where I am gonna go to the grocery store right now and get the things that I need to make this because it looks so delicious. So call it what you want, you know? I love being one of the girls. I love being exactly like other girls, right? Like I love trying all the things that people are saying are good and letting you know if they're actually good or not, you know? I love doing that in main channel videos, and then sometimes inspiration strikes and I'm like, no, I have to try that today. I will die if I don't. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to the grocery store. There's this recipe, I mean, if you even call it that. Basically, you get a croissant and you stuff an ice cream bar into it and you eat it. Like, that's literally it. So we'll go more into it, but we also need some cooking spray, a couple other little things from the grocery store, so I'll grab those and then, you know, we can test this recipe out. I'm literally gonna try it after lunch because life is short. Like, there are no rules, you know what I mean? So that's what we're gonna do. So let's go get some stuff to put an ice cream bar inside of a croissant. Sounds amazing. Oh my god, small update that no one asked for, but basically I just got a call from my like I was talking before. I'm just gonna keep you updated on this little thing because this is like a normal thing that people deal with, but update on my, what is she called? Health advocate from my health insurance. She actually called around this morning. She was making a bunch of different phone calls. She called my claims person, like someone from the claims department for my insurance that like got a little bit more information. Finally got to the bottom of what's been going on, and essentially, yeah, like I said before, like they suspected, my doctor was supposed to do things that she didn't end up doing for like prior authorizations before submitting the referral order for the iron infusion, and so that's what made it bounce back from my health insurance. Like, whatever. When I call my health insurance, they're like, it's the doctor's office. I call the doctor's office, they're like, it's the infusion center. I call the infusion center, they're like, it's your, like, I've talked to all three of these people and they're all telling me it's like, it's them, it's the Spider-Man meme, like literally. Anyways, it does feel like we're moving the needle because like I mentioned, I'm not technically anemic at the moment. Like my hemoglobin and my red blood cell count is good, which thank God, but my iron, I still have an iron deficiency. It's just not anemia, iron deficiency with anemia. I had to really do a lot of research into what's the difference between like low ferritin and anemia, and it's like you can have one or both. Regardless, this health advocate also looked into my health history, looked into all the doctor's appointments I've done, made an entire like basically report of like all of the treatments that I've previously like tried, like iron supplements, like going through SIBO treatment, like going through, you know, this test, whatever, and like is going to help advocate for me on my behalf, which is so kind. She even called my doctor's office and was like, you need to submit this form type of thing, and they were like, okay. So at least, like I said, the needle is moving. Everything is gonna be fine. I'm so grateful that it's not something more serious and that this is like my biggest annoyance in life right now. Like it's a really big moment to just be like, yeah, have some gratitude. Because I know it's a lot worse for a lot of other people. We're going inside the grocery store. On our list is ice cream bars, croissants, cooking spray. I can't remember the other things we need, but I have got to try one of these ice cream bar croissants or I'm not gonna make it. So let's do it. Alright, first thing I need to find are croissants. And I'm not seeing like a designated bakery section, so there we go. I found it. I'm thinking these big boys, these might work. We'll do those. I'm trying to find like the pack with the least amount in them because I don't want like 12 croissants. Okay, it's still a little early, but like, oh my god. I'm so excited. Look at all this pumpkin spice. We have Chobani pumpkin spice, Starbucks, International Delights, Coffee Mate. There's Silk, Califia Farms, Stoke, another Califia, whatever you say. Trick or Treat cookies, pumpkin spice cookies, pumpkin puff cookies, Monster dough. Like these all look unbelievable. Pumpkin spice, cream cheese. Wow. This cold foam actually is pretty good. Now we're gonna look for oil. I never know where anything is at the grocery store. I haven't like learned this one yet. Oh, here we go. little cooking spray moment. Avocado oil, maybe? I think this is the one we usually use. Sure. And then Drew's been saying he wants to use olive oil for his like eggs and stuff because they've been sticking to our Hexclad pans, so we'll get that for him. Now we need to decide which ice cream bar to get to shove in this croissant. Just like a classic, something with chocolate obviously, but I've seen people do like all sorts of different things like pistachio and like peanut butter. Ooh, a gelato bar. I love gelato. There's like chocolate fudge brownie, there's cookie dough, there's strawberry cheesecake, caramel blondie, peanut butter pretzel. Lord help me. They have Greek yogurt bars if you want something a little lighter. Possibly. Look at how much we have. There's Dubai chocolate bar flavor, there's cookie ones, there's birthday cake ones. I'm like, what do I choose? I'm thinking maybe this like chocolate cookie crumble, like kind of cookies and cream. Or one of these gelato ones, like maybe the cookies and cream of that one. That also just looks like it would fit right in there. I think I might go with this one, but what if it's not good? Should I just get both, just in case? Why not? Let's freaking do it. We're sending it. It's a business expense. This is for research. I'm a woman in STEM, okay? Whatever, we're doing it. All right, got the goods. We will try these after lunch.
Please remember to take your receipt. Thank you.
All right, we're back home. It's very noisy. I apologize. It is best time of the day. I have my ice and my true lemon or lime. I can't remember which one I took. Look at that. She's dancing. I'm heating up some leftovers for today's lunch. The only thing that would make this better is if I could be like playing a movie on my kitchen TV. You guys know I thrifted this a few months ago. This TV VCR, I think it's called a CRT TV, I've learned since. And first of all, you're annoying me. Shut up, thank you. But I found a person that's kind of close by that does like really good repairs and is very affordable. But I think it's maybe someone that's retired because he's only available Mondays and Tuesdays, and I seem to never be able to like call ahead, ask if he's available, etc. on the proper days. So like by the time, you know, like today, I could go run it in and see if he's available, but he's not. It's only Mondays and Tuesdays. So I need to do that because being able to like pop in a little VHS while I'm cooking lunch, while I'm like doing crafts, whatever, would be so, so nice. All right, cheers. Oh my god, it's so good. I'm reheating some turkey patties that we had last night, basically like turkey burgers. We have some mashed potatoes and some broccoli, and that's what we're having for lunch because I'm doing a really big lunch dessert and I'm very excited. Could I wait until after dinner? Yeah, but I don't want to. I could have a heart attack and die before then, you know what I mean? My OCD didn't like that one. I was like, don't say that, don't say that. Saying things doesn't make them happen. Believe it or not. If you also have OCD, I know you probably struggle with that. Yeah, saying things isn't gonna make them happen. So it goes. All right, here is today's lunch. We have our steamed broccoli, our turkey patty with a little bit of Sweet Baby Ray's on top, and some mashed potatoes. These are just the Trader Joe's frozen ones. And of course, my sweetie angel, my Diet Coke with lemon or lime. I think it might be lime today. All right, just finished lunch, and you guys, we have neighbor drama. Bird neighbor drama. We've come a long way, don't worry. But there's a really big tree like near our house, and the other day I was sitting down here doing something. I think I was like editing or writing an email, and I could hear something, and it sounded like a bird, but it was just like a crazy sound. It was like almost like a really like aggressive caw kind of thing, and I was like, what the heck? And so I like kept doing what I was doing, and then I like went upstairs and was doing stuff, and then I came downstairs like honestly like almost an hour later, and I could still hear it, and I was like, what the hell? So I kind of like quickly opened the front door, and I realized that there was a hawk in the tree nearby, and this bird that was like squealing and squawking, I think is like a mom that was trying to protect her nest. And so I think she was trying to like notify, hey, there's a predator or whatever, or like scare away the hawk. And so I was like sitting there for a while, and I was like, I don't know what to do. Like, and I was like, hey, and I was like trying to like clap, because you don't want to interfere with nature too much, you know? I'm not gonna let this hawk eat these babies, but also it's sad because like he's trying to eat too. And so eventually like I got their attention and they flew away or whatever, and it just happened again. The same exact thing. This poor mother, she's traumatized. She's trying to just raise her. I don't know if she has babies like in the nest or if it's just like eggs at this point, but either way, the babies live to see another day. I hope. But this hawk is hungry. he wants those babies bad. Anyways, it's ice cream o'clock. I simply must know what this tastes like. Oh, I guess I need to put the ice cream back in the freezer because you're supposed to air fry the croissant. So basically, you take your croissant, you air fry it, and then you shove the ice cream in. So actually, let's put this away until it's time. Let's take the croissant. Some people were like cutting it. I don't know. Can't go to waste, obviously. I'm gonna censor this. This just feels wrong. I've seen some people kind of like take a little bit out of the center, and you just need to make sure that there is an opening. I'm so sorry, queen. Big enough to put an ice cream bar in there. Kind of made a hole through the other side, but that's okay. We're just gonna pop this in the air fryer for like, I don't know, a few minutes. All right, here is how we're looking. It's crispier. Oh my God, how do I pick this up? Wow, I did, I think 375 for like 4 minutes, almost 4 minutes. Now we're gonna get the ice cream. These are called Freddo gelato bars. And actually, I think these might be perfect because, yeah, look, there's no stick. They're just the perfect size ice cream bar. Honestly, I don't want like a gigantic ice cream bar. Okay, so there we go. I'm just gonna have to do it. Oh God, okay. That is gluttonous. And you know what? I'm not mad at it. Okay, here we go. Cheers. It's really good, but I think I'd rather eat them separately. Like, I loved the croissant cookie, like the croissant chocolate chip cookie thing. Like, that was one of the best things I've ever eaten. But something about this, I'm like, I want the hot croissant to be hot and the cold ice cream to be cold. And like, I don't really know if I like them mixed together. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's delicious, but I just don't think I would ever like do this again. I'm so disappointed. I thought this was gonna be life-changing. I'm gonna give that like a 7 out of 10. Like, in all actuality, it tastes delicious, but I just don't think I want it in that combination. Okay, now I have moved on to the crafting portion of the day. I am feeling crafty, but I just realized I don't have one of the things that I need for this craft. I was gonna make a little star garland. I've been seeing so many cute little star garlands on Pinterest, and I was gonna do maybe a little bit down the stairs, over a mantle, but I just realized I have a gigantic roll of twine that I left back in Arizona. So we're gonna have to pivot and figure something else out. I've got some felt left over that I could do felt art with. Dang, I'm so excited about these colors too. We have like a maroon, we have a pink. These are really good colors, not just like neons or, you know, things like that. So that will be a project for another day. I could do more junk journaling, but like I kind of just did that in a recent vlog. Let me scroll on Pinterest. I could make little frames for some of the photo strips that I have on my fridge. Like, that could also be really cute. And I mean, you do cardstock with that and then you just put magnets on the back. Like, that could be cute. Also, painting some picture frames would be really fun. Like, some of the picture frames that I've thrifted and like painting them all fun, funky colors, that might be cool. Because I'm really like, basically what I'm hoping to do for entering year 2 of living in this place, which is crazy. We've been here for a full year almost by the time you're seeing this. We want to do it up a little bit more. I feel like there was a lot of energy that went towards it in the very beginning, and then like the holidays came, and then I just kind of got busy and just never really ended up doing that much with it. I want to like add some more color throughout the house, and I feel like using picture frames is a really good way to do that. Like, nothing too crazy or anything. And I have maybe like 2 that I could paint, maybe 3. Let's see what we have. Okay, I have 3. This first one would be so cute because, again, you can put like a photo booth picture in it. That's what I was thinking. I have one that's horizontal actually that has me, Drew, and the girls. So we might do that and like, I don't know, add some cute, fun color that's currently on our fridge, but like we could put it on the wall. Then we have this diva. Obviously she will not be in here any longer. I think this is just the stock image anyway. But this could be really cute to like do some fun designs. And then we have this double photo frame. Sorry, just threw that at you. All these were half off, by the way. So this was, I mean, it would had to have been $1. This was $1 and this one was $2. So I think we can work with something. I have some acrylic paint left over from when I made Drew's little birdhouse. Was that a Christmas present or her anniversary? I can't remember. I have those, and then I also have paint, like markers, acrylic paint markers. So I think between that, we should be good. So let's organize. Let's see what we can do. All right, we're back in my cozy corner. I got my comfy clothes on. I have a little workstation down here that you're not really able to see that well. Sorry about that. But I've got my 2 frames that I've decided on, this double frame and then this photo booth strip frame. I have my cup to like clean my brushes if I need to. I have my acrylic paints. I'm gonna at least do like the first coat with that. I have a little palette. I have my brushes. Got everything I need. So as far as colors go, I kind of need to like think about what I want for both of these. I think I definitely want a striped one, maybe for this one. And then for this one, I actually really kind of like the color of the wood. I'm not sure about this one yet. We're gonna decide on that later, but for sure I want to paint this one. So I'm thinking like a 2-tone stripe. So either blue, pink, or green. Let's do blue. Blue sounds good. I don't have a lot of white though, that's the only thing. We'll just do our very best testing things out and we'll just see how it goes. We'll use some cerulean. How are we looking here? I feel like freaking, what's his name? Bob Ross. Oh, rest in peace. What a legend. Let's just go for it. Ooh, is that better? I'm kind of doing the same color scheme I did when I painted over that frame that I had thrifted when I was back in Arizona. It was like a striped moment. That's okay. Maybe I'll do like, instead of blue on blue, I'll do like blue and green or something. That might be cool. That's the fun thing about art projects and crafting, is you can do whatever you want. I'm gonna try to keep my coats pretty thin so that they don't take forever to dry in between. Learn this from Drew, drying in between coats. Okay, now I've got my 2 coats. I'm trying to decide if I want to do like a darker blue or if I want to do like a contrast color, like a brick red or something like that would be really cool. I think the only red I have in marker though is this red, which like, that's a little too cartoon red. So I guess I'll just need to use a paintbrush, but I think something like this carmine might be really cool. I think these colors are actually really cute together. I think that'll make it kind of funky dunky. I'm into that. I don't want it to be perfect, like I want it to look hand painted, so I'm actually okay with it being a little bit rustic. Honestly, kind of winging it. Oops, that one was a little too wide. That's okay. I'm not mad at that, honestly. I think that's kind of cute. Okay, the good news is it's done and it's super cute. I actually like it a lot. I like that it's uneven. I like that it looks hand painted. I think it's adorable. So I need to pick out which photos I want to go in this, but I mean, that can be for a later date. But the bad news is I did get some paint on my vintage tank top. So I'm gonna have to work on getting that out, but that's good. I enjoyed doing that much more than scrolling. I think I got like the majority of it out, but I will put some like stain stuff on it and then put it in the washer. But I had the idea of using cardstock as like a background, as a little mat, if you will. I just took the frame apart and cleaned the glass part, by the way, too, and like had to get rid of the sticker. My least favorite thing about thrifting. But I think I will trace around the glass and then use that as the background. It's not the perfect match. It's like a slightly different maroon, but you can't really tell unless you're looking up like super up close, so it's fine. thing about crafting is like it's just for fun. You're just supposed to be having fun doing it. It doesn't have to be perfect. Let's cut out our little background. I think that's gonna make it so cute. And then I think what I'm gonna do is just print out 2 photos that I like on my mini, what is it called? Instax mini printer, which prints them as Polaroids. Polaroids will go on either side right here and then be framed in the middle. You doubted me, didn't you? Yeah, I know you did. That's okay. Ugh, beautiful, gorgeous, perfect. I think I've decided on the photos that I want. I hope they'll turn out cute. I'm doing 2 photos of me and Drew when we were at the beach the other day. And they're both so cute, and I thought they'd be cute like side by side. Although they're supposed to be landscape, and I'm printing them portrait because that's like all that I can do. So I still think it's gonna be really cute. I'm very excited. All right, it's all assembled. Are you ready for the final result? I think it's cute. Wait, the reflection's kind of weird, but look at that. It's adorable. Like, sorry, that's so much cuter than just a plain frame. So I'm trying to decide if I want to hang it on the stairwell, like on our little gallery wall at the stairs, or if I want to hang it in our bedroom. So we need more color in both places, but I'm actually super happy with it. And yeah, if you look up super close, like the colors aren't exactly the same, but I think it looks so cute. Got my little art hanger hook thing that I've talked about before, where you basically insert it into your drywall, like kind of like this, and then this is the only part that sticks out, and so this bears the weight and it's just more secure, etc. I'm not sure if I want to do it like down here underneath this, because I think I want to eventually hang things off of that. I could also do up here somewhere. This is getting a little funky in this corner and I like it. Or I could add a little bit more up here. I think I'm leaning towards this. New angle unlocked. I don't think that's gonna show you what I'm doing, but that's okay. That is so cute. I love it. All right, the reading nook is beckoning. It is calling me. It is saying, come lay down, relax a little bit, get some reading done. So that's what I'm gonna do. Brought my extra pillow. Sometimes I have a blanket up here, but I'm wearing a sweatshirt right now. I'm actually wearing the sweatshirt that I got for today's main channel video, or like, you know, I featured in today's main channel video. So it's nice and fresh and clean. I'm gonna lay up here. I'm gonna try to actually make some progress on my book, because I feel like, hello? I feel like the more I get older, the more I only specifically, unless I like designated set aside a time to read, I'm just reading before bed, and then I'm reading like the same thing over and over again. And I got a little bit into my book on the beach, but then we left, so I really want to like get a good chunk of reading done. Like, I'd love, it's 4:20 right now, I'd love to read for like an hour. We will see how much we can get done. I really want to do another reading vlog soon. Let me know if you guys would want to see that, where I just like have a dedicated reading vlog. I take you along with me like the whole day and I try to read like a whole book or something like that. I know that type of stuff isn't typically loved as much on long form, but I really enjoy it, so we'll see. Anyways, I am reading, I've talked about it before, but I'm reading a book called My Husband's Wife by Alice Feeney, and so far the premise is that there's a woman who shows up to her house after a run, and another woman answers the door that looks like her, and she's like, what are you doing here? And the woman's like, what are you talking about? I live here. And she's like, no, I live here. And she's like, what is your name? And she tells her, and she's like, that's my name. And then like, that's basically where it leaves off. So we are going to post up, get really, really cozy. I'm already like, oh no, I'm gonna fall asleep. This is just what I do when I read, and then we'll see how far we can get in our book. Well, as a surprise to no one, I fell asleep. I think I read for like, yeah, about an hour, and then I took like a 30-minute nap, 20-minute nap, something like that. Anyways, been up for a little bit scrolling, and now it is time to make some dinner. I think we're having spaghetti tonight. We really honestly rotate the same meals, the same like 5 meals almost every single week, so tonight's spaghetti. Drew's making us dinner, and I'm trying to figure out which show we're gonna watch first tonight, because we are big TV dinner people. I don't know if that's the right word. We like to eat and watch a show. I mean, sometimes we like sit outside or whatever. I am really looking forward to it getting cooler outside so we can like enjoy some nice outside dinner time. I think that's gonna be really nice. But we have been watching the new season of Ted Lasso. I'm gonna be so honest, it hasn't quite hit for me yet. Like I really thought that the ending was good. Let me just say that is one of my favorite shows of all time. Like, it's one of my favorite shows of all time. I just don't know if I felt like it was necessary to bring back yet. I'm not sure. But I do really, really love the addition of like the women's team, and I'm hoping that this next episode is gonna be like really good. I guess I'm just kind of like, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it just yet. It'll just give me some time. And then we finished Sterling Point like, I don't know, a week ago. I haven't updated since. I actually ended up really loving it, like really, really loving it. I still felt like there were parts of it where I was just like, am I too old to be watching this? Like, I don't know how I feel about watching like teenagers and that kind of stuff. But I mean, they're all adults in real life, and then also like we've all been teenagers at one point, you know. So really for me, I loved like kind of towards the end of the season. I thought it was so good. One of the final scenes that's really, really sad, I won't spoil anything, but I was like holding in sobs. Like it was so sad and so good. And I didn't realize at first that the show was created by Megan Park, who used to be in Secret Life of the American Teenager. And yeah, she did a phenomenal job. It's a really great show, so I will definitely be watching season 2. And then we also started a show called Ludwig on, I think it's a BBC show, maybe, possibly, but we have it on BritBox. And I think a few of you guys had actually recommended it to us. I think there's only 1 season or maybe 2, and we are probably 2 or 3 episodes in, and it's actually pretty good. It's not like my favorite show I've ever seen, but I do like it, and it's good to like watch, you know, in the evenings. We pop on an episode, and it's funny, and it's good, and it's quirky, and yeah, I really like it. So that is currently what we've been watching. I'm looking forward to dinner and chill time. I put an ungodly amount of Parmesan cheese, don't judge me, but there's ground turkey, there's an entire massive summer squash diced up in here, and then the sauce, and linguine, and my garlic bread, and Ted Lasso. It's time! That one?
Let me cook. Let you cook?
Let her cook.
It's time! I don't want a lot for Christmas. Jolly Cups is the
What did you say? Is it, I don't want a lot for Christmas, Jelly Cats?
Yes, I do want to need the Christmas tree.
It's gonna be another Jellycat Christmas?
If you don't, I'm slapping you.
Ooh, we're getting slapped.
Ripping off your beard. Find out where you live.
Alright, it is that time. It is time to unwind. We just had like a hour-long FaceTime with Drew's sister and one of our nieces. The other one was softball, but she is cracking us up. Anyway, we are wrapping up the day. This is pretty much gonna do it for me. I'm gonna take a quick little shower, take off my makeup, do my skincare. I've been testing out a red light therapy mask. I think I've mentioned that. I did it last night, so I'm not going to do it again tonight, but I've been doing it like 4 times a week, I would say. In addition to trying to be better about using my tretinoin, I actually think I'm going to do that tonight. So I'm really trying to improve my skin overall. I had just horrific skin for so long that like I just kind of ignored it and pretended it wasn't happening. And then like I went through a phase where I was getting facials and using all these different products, and I think I did like way too much. And so now I'm like, after years of scaling it back and just using like Vanacream and nothing else pretty much, I'm like trying to build back up and do more stuff with my skin. But yeah, I am going to take a nice shower. I'm gonna head to bed, and I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with me for today's vlog. It was kind of a like one day sort of spend the day with me random hangout kind of thing, but I hope you enjoyed it nonetheless. Thank you guys so much for being here. I just appreciate you guys so much, and I hope you know how much it means to me that you keep showing up and keep supporting me. Even the silent viewers, you mean so much, and I will see you guys very soon in the next vlog.